Hey everyone, Melissa here. So last Monday, I received a threat that if I continued to speak out about my truth and what happened to me, I would be arrested. I have to tell you, that scared the heck out of me because of the person it came from. So I know that I have done nothing wrong. I've only told my side of the story with clear evidence that I have shown to back up everything. However, because of that threat, fear began to reside in my heart, my mind, my body, my soul. I was scared for my life. I had lost my faith in God. I was more concerned about what this person said and their threat of arresting me. I've already been arrested twice because of lies, and a third time I shut down. I didn't think I could handle it. I was so scared. The last time I wanted to kill myself, and I'm thinking there's no way I could be in jail until we go to trial in November, and just fear paralyzed me. I was in my home, scared to go out. When I did go out and I'm driving, and if I saw like a flash of something, whether it was sunlight or something reflecting, I was afraid it would be one of the sheriffs pulling me over to arrest me on some bogus charges. That's not the way I want to live. And especially as, a woman of God, I'm supposed to be living a faith-based life, which means that I believe in His Word. The Bible is His living Word. And as a daughter of the Most High God, I know what I'm entitled to based upon that. And I should be walking in faith and not fear. And that person last week stole my faith. Well, I allowed him or her to steal my faith. So tonight I had Bible study, and it was the ABCs of faith. And let me tell you, tears were coming down. It hit my heart. It hit my soul. It hit my spirit so hard. So I was driving home. I was making notes. So I'm just going to kind of look over the notes because I said, I am going to post a video. I am no longer going to live in fear. Fear-based life is not the life I want to live. I want to live a life of faith. I know my truth. I know the truth. God knows the truth. Eric knows the truth. And I would expect, based upon the evidence, all of the court and the attorneys and all involved know the truth. So I'm just going to look at some of my notes. So basically it says, as a woman of God, I know whose daughter I am. I know the promises that God has made me through His living Word. And as I said, I placed more into the threat and fear of being arrested than on the Word of God. And that does not sit well with me. I was afraid to let my light shine and let the truth reign over the darkness and the evil. I have been fighting a lot with fear. So the ABCs of faith, listening in class, tears. I know the promises God has for me. I know the truth as a child of God, what He has for me. I am completely innocent of all the charges I am accused of. And I will stand strong, and I will stand in my truth. The system, for over 9 months, I stayed silent while I placed my faith in a system, in a justice system, and that system failed me and it betrayed me. And now I'm going to take back my power. I'm going to hold true to God's promises to me in the Bible. I'm going to walk in faith and no longer fear. I'm going to walk in the truth of who I am and everything that I know to be true. I understand now, sadly, well, there's so many people that are silent, whether they receive a threat from someone, or whether they're afraid that that may happen, they just don't want to deal with it. Well, I'm here to tell you, I will not be silenced. I will no longer be afraid. I will stand up for myself, and I will stand up for you. These people who make the threats are bullies. It's an abuse of power. And just because one person is corrupt doesn't mean everyone's corrupt, but it just means that the system needs to be cleaned up. There needs to be checks and balances. There needs to be some type of regulatory system that oversees them, because this should not be happening. As a U.S. citizen, I have rights. Our forefathers fought for our rights. And one of those rights is my right to free speech, the First Amendment. I can speak out. I have not made threats against anyone. What did I say? I was going to pray for those that are against me. I am so sorry if you consider my prayers a threat. But no, I have no threats against, no ill will against the state's attorneys, no ill will against Collier County Sheriff's Office, or anyone else in public office here in Florida. In fact, I pray for y'all. I pray for you to do the right thing, to have eyes to see the truth, ears to hear the truth, and mouths to speak it, and a mind that has discernment to know what is true and what is not. And you know what? I pray that you have the strength and the faith to stand up and do the right thing, because that's what I'm doing right now. I am having the faith to stand up and speak the truth. I will not allow some veiled threat of arresting me to silence me and for me to lose my faith in God, my faith in the justice system, my faith in this great, beautiful country of ours. No. You don't get to do that to me. I am taking my power back, and I am standing up for all that is good and true in this country and in this world. So I'm back, everyone. Have a great evening. Thank you.